It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Tyrone Lowe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is another T. Lowe Video Productions. And in the House of the Legends, I am flattered to pronounce Toney Lee and Status 4. How you guys doing? Fantastic. Welcome to the House of the Legends. Toney Lee, let's talk about you, man. I'm flattered that you're here because, you know, 83, I was playing your record.
Oh, brother.
And to have you in my vision, I'm very flattered.
Listen,
so let's talk about 1983 in the beginning where production really started like taking place for you.
Well, the record Reach Up, which interestingly enough, today is the 37th anniversary of the release of Reach Up, November 17, 1982. And it changed my life for sure. And then going into 83, and then it just started to get bigger and bigger. And just a positive record produced with Eric Matthew, out in a little garage in Queens. I'll never forget it. And also Nick Chisano, who did the mixing for us. And it was just a record that was in the line of D-Train and Keep On and that kind of thing. So it was a positive flow that was going on. And it exploded. And especially in the New York area and tri-state area. So I'm always grateful to it, man. I'm still reaching up to date, brother.
All right. So for the viewers, let's introduce you guys together. Let's start with you.
My name is Derek White.
Okay.
My name is Lorenzo Lawrence.
Sly McCain, Brooklyn, New York.
All right.
Jerome Brooks, a.k.a. Jerry B.
And this is Status 4. If you guys want to know, they had a classic record called You Ain't Really Down.
What?
And at this point now, it's
I'm
like,
down.
don't stop. You know what I mean? So I'm very flattered because this record is still banging the clubs and it's still doing the airwaves. That's amazing.
Thank God.
So let's talk about how you get started with that, Toney.
Well, with You Ain't Really Down, it started, quick story, my niece Lisa, my grandmother had a restaurant, Utica Open Kitchen in Brooklyn. Me and my niece Lisa sitting outside on a nice warm summer day, and we're talking. And I said something to her. She said, "Oh, Uncle, you ain't really down." And I said, "What?" What?
That's Lisa.
And, as Lisa.
That's Lisa.
And I went home, and the lyric just flowed. Said you were my lady, and your love was true. But as soon as I turned my back, look what you go and do. Start sneaking and cheating, using me like a tool. Now I know the deal. I can see right through you.
All right.
You ain't really down. And from that came the record. And what's really wonderful, when I first heard these guys on Bergen Street, and came into where they were rehearsing. My cousin here, Derek, he just kept bugging me. Come on, you gotta come, you gotta come, you gotta come. I ain't got time, you gotta come, you gotta come. All right, I'm coming. I came, and these guys did 10 songs in a row. And I ran to the phone. Eric Matthew, you've gotta hear these guys. And out of that came the song You Ain't
You know, I want
Really
to
Down.
shout out to Eric Matthews, man, because
Yeah.
you did things with Sharon,
Oh,
Red,
yes,
Cinnamon,
yes.
you know, and I banged all
Yes.
those records, man, because
Yes,
when I went up to Jive Records, man, and they first gave me Cinnamon, I didn't really like it, but it became something really international, especially the acapella.
Yes.
So let's talk about Derek. How did you actually get influenced as far as the group? You know, how did you get started with the group?
Well, I mean, growing up, I've always sang.
Okay.
Always sang, even when I couldn't go outside. You know, moms told me I couldn't go outside. As a little kid, I used to get in the room and just take something and make it a microphone and put a handkerchief on my head, you know, emulating the temps and all that other stuff, you know. And sometime throughout that time, I would mess the handkerchief up. You know, my pompadour got messed up or whatever.
Pompadour.
That was my, you know, that was my thing. You understand? And that's back in the day and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was looking. You know, I followed a lot of the older guys,
Right.
and a lot of the older groups, and I've always sang. And I had, you know, other groups, and then I had an opportunity to meet Lorenzo.
Okay.
And he was already singing with some sisters, and we left the rehearsal. And we were walking down Eastern Parkway. And we were just talking about how we had this dream of having a four-man vocal group. Nothing against the sisters, but we just felt comfortable having a four-man
Right.
vocal group. And that's what we did. We ran into Sly, got Sly, and about a year later, Jerry came along. Jerry and I went to junior high school together. Yeah.
So Lorenzo, let's talk about you. How did you actually get influenced in the group?
Oh man, you know how many other statesmen in the group. Anyway,
Yes, he is. Yes, he
I
is.
started singing a long time ago
Okay. How long?
in North Carolina.
That long?
I'm gonna tell you in a few minutes. In North Carolina. So to make a long story short, the nearest store from my house was like 5 miles away.
Okay.
Literally, I used to sing from my house all the way to the store and back, almost without stopping. And everybody along that route, they knew me.
Okay.
So then I was singing in school and everything, but then I started singing with a local band in North Carolina. And I had 4 guys in New York called the Fundamentals. They was trying to recruit me before I got out of high school, and my grandmother said no.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere.
Grandma said, hey.
So I made it through high school, and I came up here my first year here. I did a record with the Fundamentals called I Wouldn't Blame You. Nice
Okay.
record.
All right.
And that was in April, May of 68.
Okay.
So we did a record, and I was so hyped. I was so hyped because that's what I've been wanting to do all my life. And I'm a country boy. And finally, after that happened, I had a little bad luck, but it's not bad luck. I got drafted on my 19th birthday.
Some people's bad luck.
Vietnam was going on strong.
Okay.
And I got drafted, and I didn't even get a chance to do the record play on radio. They just shipped me right out. First I went to
wow.
Germany, then I went to Nam, then it was all history after that. Then I came back and I still had this in my blood.
Okay.
Because that's what I felt like. That's what my God-given talent. So me and Derek got together, like you said, and after that, it was history.
Okay.
These guys here, I love all of them. They're the most
We love
beautifulest
you
guys.
too.
Thank you, brother.
I mean, in the whole wide world. I love them all.
You made me feel so good. Oh, man.
Okay, Sly, let's talk about your influence and how you erected with the group.
Well, you know what? Like
This is gonna take a minute.
Part
Go
of
ahead.
what Derek was saying is the fact that we all grew up Temptations, OJs.
Oh, yeah.
Went to
Oh, yeah.
all
Oh,
the
yeah.
shows,
Oh, yeah.
followed the groups,
We
would
do
be
all
in the
these
house
songs.
singing and doing all of that kind of stuff. And then we finally had the opportunity to come together and work on the craft and what we call the woodshed, which I'm gonna give homage to one of our mentors,
Yes.
Johnny Brown, who sang with the Cadillacs and also
Oh,
sang.
wow, you're going way back.
Yeah, and Johnny also sang
Too
with
wild.
New York City. I'm doing fine now, girl. Come on. Without you, baby. That was his big hit.
Okay.
And so when we got together and we started rehearsing. And I had a kitchenette room on Bergen Street in Brooklyn. We built a mirror, put it against the wall, and we would practice in front of this mirror 5 days a week. Go to Brandeis High School, run around the gym, play basketball, sing while we play ball, and just did this woodshed thing. I'm telling you, there were times that when we would go out on stage and do 3-4 songs, and it'd be like, oh, the show's over. We'd be like, man, we ain't broke a sweat yet. I'm telling you, it was intense. And that foundation is why Status 4 can still hit a note here 37 years.
And you guys can still do it.
Do it. A note, yeah. That foundation, we still do it, not as intensely, because, lives and time but that 5 days a week gave us a foundation while we can still.
Okay, before I interject with the last, it's good to know because a lot of groups have generations after generations. Temptations did it, Intruders still doing it.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that you guys are still original.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Right,
Yes.
the original 4.
Yes.
Let's talk about you, young man.
And he means that literally, brother.
Burst into song.
Literally.
As Derek alluded to earlier, him and I go back, way back, junior high school.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, we sang with our school chorus at the 1964 World's Fair in New York City.
Okay.
And that was way back when.
Boy, you guys are old.
I was old, Tony.
I'm telling you.
But as far as my getting together with the group, I used to work on Wall Street, and this one particular evening, I ran into Derek. was at the same watering hole. He told me that they were looking for a fourth man.
I mean, a little water hole. Like,
And from there, I met with Sly, and we talked. I sang them a couple of songs, and then after that, Lowe came back into the picture, and they got to meet me. So from that point on, we moved on. We started rehearsing, like they said, 5 nights a week, and we was really getting our feet under us. And from that point, like Lowe said, he loves everybody. That goes all the way around. Because we've been through a lot of things as a group, and we survived it.
Thank God.
Well, you know what?
about that?
I think through this whole segment, man, it have to be a part 2. Because you guys go way back in a lot of intensity, ups and downs. And I'm sure that viewers, you would like to actually know about these things. So I'm going to make an arrangement to do a part 2 with these guys. And it's funny that y'all say Bergen Street and Eastern Parkway. I grew up on Sterling Place.
come on,
That's
son.
where we
And my
started.
first,
Come on,
and
son.
my
Sterling
first club
Place.
was Club Ecstasy.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Please.
You know where I come from.
Listen, Kenny Floyd.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
okay.
I'm still in touch with Kenny
Wow.
Floyd.
Oh, Kenny.
Yes. Yes,
How's he
indeed.
doing?
Well,
So he's doing great.
well,
he's
actually,
in North Carolina, I believe.
We
He's doing great.
really first started, the group started on Sterling Place at Sly mother and father's house.
Okay.
Sterling Place between Nostrand and, Nostrand
Nostrand
and
and
New York.
I was Kingston. I was in
You
Kingston,
know what I'm saying?
Albany.
And,
Yes,
and
sir.
we used to sit on the stoop
Right.
and sing. And, she used to tell us, come inside and get something to eat. Because we used to rehearse so much, she was like, no, you got to eat, got to eat. And whenever we went out and the limos would come and get us, she would always call us back in and make sure before we left, she would pray for us and everything.
Yeah.
And, a lot of those days are cherished. And the
Right.
rehearsals
Yes,
that
they
we
are.
had, like he was saying, 5 nights a week. 3 of those nights were really midnight rehearsals, starting at midnight, ending like 3,
And we had to go all the
3:30 in the
way-
morning, come back from Manhattan to Brooklyn
all the
in
way to
Queens,
Manhattan.
and get up in the morning and go to work. And, at American Express, they was like, what are you doing? You're killing yourself.
Ooh, please. And that
So-
he mentioned American Express, and we're going to talk more about this later, but the greatest thing at American Express, Nikki Brady, remember a song called Sure Shot?
Yes.
By Tracy Weber.
Yeah.
Nikki Brady was
going
one
way
of, my,
back,
one, of my,
man.
one of my dear friends.
Right, okay.
And
Colonel
Nikki,
Abrams.
And Nikki worked
Big
on-
ups to Colonel Abrams, y'all.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Most
And,
definitely.
and as we go into it, Nikki worked, just how incredible this is, how incredible this story is. Nikki Brady worked on 39. I worked on 38. He worked on 37, 36, and Colonel Abrams worked on 9.
Okay.
And we all had hit records out at the same time.
Wow, that's amazing.
Amazing.
55 Water
Amazing.
Street.
Right.
55 Water Street.
55 Water Street. It
Yes,
used to
indeed.
be, I went for a job there years ago.
Okay.
Manufacture Hanover was in that building as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to shift it over a little bit. Let's talk
Okay.
about the new track.
Yeah?
Let's talk about the new track. Well, we definitely have to talk about the new track.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
It's,
Yes, sir.
and before we go in, I did an actual remix on my mixtape number 20.
Okay.
And it's the bomb.
Yeah, you did.
It's going to get even
Bomb.
better.
Yeah, you
It's going to get even better.
I told him
Because
about
at
it
that
already.
time, I was just praising him. You understand what I'm
Praise,
saying?
baby. Yes,
So
sir,
I
yes,
had
sir,
to do
yes, sir.
something exclusive.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
like to sound like everybody else, but I was flattered to actually interject with that track.
We thank you.
You know,
brother.
and
Thank you.
so let's talk about that track.
Well, here's the deal. Our brother from another mother, Mr. Victor Simonelli, who's in the audience here.
What's up, Victor? All right.
Okay. Big Sim. We were Paul Simpson, who's a good friend of ours.
Oh, I know Paul, man.
You know Paul, yeah.
Come on,
You know
man.
Paul from way back.
Yes.
Great producer.
Breastfeed,
and
yes.
without question. And we were talking one day, and he introduced me to Victor. We had never met. And then we met over the phone. We talked over the phone. And we said, let's meet. So we got down, all of us. No, Lowe wasn't there. Lowe, there was something that you had to go
He
to.
had to go through, yeah.
Yeah. But the rest of us were there, and he was there with us in spirit. And we met with Victor. And Victor Simonelli. And meeting with him, we talked about doing a project together. Because this is the first project, God has blessed me to be writer and producer for Status 4.
Okay.
But we've never sang together and on
wow.
one pack, on one
okay.
product.
All right.
So this is the first. So we talked to Victor. Victor loved the idea. He loved it. And we started talking about it, and we started working on it last November. And
Okay.
the concept was, don't stop, keep rising.
Right.
Right? Because as we look at the world today, and we see all the horror and all the injustice that's going on, and people, we feel you need to be motivated. With us, it's a spiritualness. of knowing that God is with us and knowing that we can never lose. So we wanted to interject that into our music, which is a lot of the other stuff we have, which
Right.
is contemporary gospel
Right.
music. But we wanted to say something on a contemporary plane
Right.
that could reach the people.
Okay.
And that's where Don't Stop, Keep Rising came from.
Very
So let's talk.
inspirational.
Okay, so let's talk about some current events, guys. What's going on? Let's let the viewers know what your next project is, where you're going to be at. We have a camera crew from London here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
exciting.
Yes.
You know, big up to the crew.
Jason
You know,
Fact.
Thank you.
Stuff like that.
you.
Well, let me say this about them.
Go ahead.
Jay Fat's little quick story. Jay Fat and I go back 20 years.
Okay.
If you remember a song called "Turn Around," which was a big song in Europe.
Okay.
And he sampled part of the Reach Up record, and that created "Turn Around." And the "Turn Around" record, in its totality, sold over 4 million copies. It was
Wow.
one of the biggest records of '99, 2000. And we've never met. We've talked over the phone. On internet. We've never met. And so with Victor, he's here. He's here in the studio with us right now.
Yes.
He's here today, and we're actually going to do a documentary
Okay.
on the Toney Lee Status 4 story. And so that's one of the great things that's going on right now.
That's great.
Yeah, it really
So,
Can I just say-
go ahead.
Can I just say that the other thing is about this song, it's on an inspirational note. It's a message for the young and old. But the powerful thing that we have a message for the young ones. On the song, if you listen carefully, underneath our vocals in the background, we have some young brothers. My grandson is one, he's 10 years old, and we have some young men that, 10, 9, that are in Tony's mentoring program with
Young Men of Character.
Young Men of Character.
Shout out to
They're
Miss
on
B.
they are on the actual track, and they're singing, and you hear them faintly, but you really hear them when it gets to the part of up and beyond.
Yeah.
And we want to
Yeah.
instill that message into them,
Yeah.
as well as older folks, our age and the teenagers and so forth and so on. It's a song for everybody.
Yes, it really
So,
is.
starting with you, Tony, tell the viewers how can they contact you?
Well, you can contact myself through email, which is the quickest way, tgq.665@gmail.com. Let me say it again, tgq.665@gmail.com. Okay? And
Go.
Status 4, you can reach us at status4.com, status4.com, or you can reach us at status4 on Facebook. I guess I can mine because I'm on the on the computer more than these guys. My email is rikk55@optonline.net. That's optonline.net.
you can reach me
us
through
over there.
Facebook as well, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media.
And also slymccain@gmail.com.
Exactly.
slymccain@gmail.com.
When you get in contact with them, you get in contact with me.
That's what's up. That's good. Nice connection.
That's simple, baby. That's simple.
I can be reached at JeromeBrooks23@yahoo.com. JeromeBrooks23
Say it again.
@yahoo.com.
Either one of
Do
those.
y'all want to say it in harmony?
Tyrone, we don't want to forget also, briefly, is the fact that when You Ain't Really Down came out, it was a big record in New York, a #1 record, and we want to give shout out and props to Frankie Crocker, because Frankie
yes.
Crocker
Oh, yes.
That's right.
made
Oh,
that
yes.
song.
Big ups to Frankie
Yeah,
Crocker.
big
Big
ups,
ups, big ups.
Man.
BLS, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this, man. I am so flattered to have you guys in person in front of me because I've been playing your records for years, man. And to have you guys in my vision, I am flattered.
Also, I want to say this
Great, man.
on
Great.
a great note. Today is a very monumental day. Being here with you
Right,
makes
okay.
it monumental for
All
us.
right.
But also that today, because you could only previously get the record "Don't Stop, Keep Rising" on Track Source, but as today, it's opened up worldwide. You can get it on all streaming
mediums.
networks as of today. So this November
That's a good
17th is a remarkable day.
So there it is, guys.
There it is.
Tony Lee and Status 4.
Ho!
All right, and I thank you guys for tuning in. And this is another T-Lo video production. And all I can say is the Lord is definitely in the house.
Yes, yes,
And,
yes,
yes.
Don't
thank
stop,
you
keep
guys.
rising.
T-Lo.
And I thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you very much.
Don't stop, keep rising.
whatever you're going through, don't let nobody tell you that you can't make it. Hey, they can't stop you. No, they can't stop you.
You know you gotta keep rising. Keep rising on.
Hey, hey.
You know you gotta keep rising.
Get it.
Keep rising on.
Get it.
You know you gotta keep rising.
Come on, Dave.
Keep rising on. Hey.
Come on.
You know you gotta keep rising. Keep rising on. Let nothing hold you back. Keep moving, that's a fact. Nothing short of a heart attack can stop you.
Let nothing hold you back. Keep moving, that's a fact. Nothing short of a heart attack can stop you. Talk to me.
It's all in his hand. Keep reaching like I know you can. You can. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Up and beyond.
Come on. Talk to me.
So many times before I've been told I never reach these heights.
Never.
What I say to that is I live by faith, not by sight. It's all in his hand. Keep reaching like I know you can. You can. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Up and beyond.
Get them hands rising up. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Come on now. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it, Status.
Success can be found, just don't play around. You have got to be down, keep rising. Success can be found, just don't play around. You have got to be down. Woo! Down, down.
All right now.
Come on. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Oh, don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising up. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising up. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising up. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising up. Don't stop, keep rising. Don't stop, keep rising up. Don't stop, keep rising up and beyond.
Said you were my lady, and your love was true, yeah. But as soon as I turned my back, baby, look what you go and do. You start sneaking and cheating, using me like a tool. Now I know the deal, I can see right through you. I said, you ain't really down, playing the games you do.
Play the games you do.
I said, you ain't really down. Your love was never true.
Your love was never true.
would have bet my life on it. I would have taken odds that you were the one for me, baby. How could I be so blind? I gave all my love and you
Used and abused it.
You broke my heart like
There was nothing to it.
oh you ain't really down.
Really down.
Playing the games you do.
Playing the game.
Oh girl, I said you ain't really
Down.
Your love was never true.
Your love was never
No,
true.
I said you ain't really down.
Really down.
Playing the games you do.
Playing the game.
Oh girl, I said you ain't really
Down.
Your love was never true.
Your love was never true. I got something. I don't even need you no more. You ain't really down, cause I know you've been sticking around, been telling me lies, using alibis, and you think to yourself, I'm so sorry, but the game you play won't work today, cause I never believe another word you say, seeing all the tears you were playing the field, you just ain't for real.
No, baby. I said you ain't really down. I don't want you no more. No. You just walk out that door. Hey, baby. You got to be really down, baby. Oh, girl, I said you gotta be down. Oh, baby. You got to be down. Yeah, baby. Down. Oh, girl, you got to be down. Hey, baby, you got to be down. You got to be down.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.